Hi, welcome to Shea Greg. I am Greg. What we're making today is something super scrumptious that you and your kids will absolutely love, and it's fast to make and healthy for you. Everything is raw, okay? It's something we kind of made up on our own, and the name we came for it is long. As a matter of fact, it's probably quicker to make it than it is to say the name, but nonetheless, I'll give it a try. I've tried it many times. It's a chocolate, vanilla, avocado mousse parfait with fruit. Yeah, they're clapping in the background now. You can't hear them, but I can. Okay, what we need for today are lots of spoons. Some for tasting, some for measuring. We're going to need a knife to cut the avocado. So yes, avocado, which we have already cut just to speed things up. The fruit we're using, some strawberries. I picked them from my garden earlier today. Some bananas. I can't grow these in a garden here. And you're gonna need some honey. Now, this is important. The type of honey you use will actually change the flavor a little bit. Okay? I use a light honey, and it's unpasteurized. Okay, you can get darker honeys, but like I said, it does change it. This is unpasteurized. I bought this today, and it's very fresh. As a matter of fact, I think that's a bee wing. No, I'm kidding. Okay, the other thing we need is some coconut milk. Okay, there's different types of coconut milk you can buy. This one has no preservatives, so I'm using this one. It's called Thai Kitchen. We're also going to need, obviously, a measuring cup. And because it's chocolate and vanilla, we need some vanilla bean powder. Now, if you want, you can get the beans and grind them down in a coffee maker or coffee grinder yourself. I don't want to do that. I want it because my coffee grinder doesn't grind as thin as this powder, and I want it a nice, smooth texture, okay? And the same thing goes for the cocoa powder. You can get cocoa beans, cocoa nibs, but I'm using, again, the cocoa powder for a nice, smooth texture. And last of all, I'm going to need a healthy and reliable blender. So let's get started. Okay, so we've got our ingredients laid out here perfectly for us, just for timing purposes, and now we just add them. So the first thing we do is add the coconut milk. Now look, as you can tell, this is coconut milk. Don't confuse it with coconut water, okay? This is coconut milk. And we're just going to pour that in. It's half a cup, and that's good. And then we're going to put in an avocado. These ones have already been spooned out, in case you haven't done it before. It's just a matter of taking the spoon like that, spoon it out. And we need 2 avocados in total, but we need 1 for the vanilla part and 1 for the chocolate part. So right now, we're doing the vanilla part of the recipe. Just put those there. That's 1 spoon down. And we're going to get about a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons, a tablespoon and a half of honey, okay? And the way I do it is I just go like this, and I pour it in like that, and let it drip off. And this is why I say about a tablespoon and a half to 2 tablespoons, because you're not going to get the full, but they're sort of heaping, because it takes so long, I don't wait. And I just go like that, get the other one, let it drip a little bit, and drop that in, and we just wait a second until it's off. And here's a reason for another spoon, okay? This is what we do to make sure it gets in there. Just because I'm a little impatient, I don't like to wait, I just kind of scoop it out. And because I love honey, and we'll use that spoon later, but now this one. Okay? And lastly, we need some vanilla powder, vanilla bean powder. And we're going to be using about 3/4 of a tablespoon. And I say that because it's sort of a heaping tablespoon, but not really. So, you know, yeah, I'll show you about what we're going to be using. Yeah. As you can tell, I use this a lot. There you go. So it doesn't fill the whole bottom of the spoon, but it's kind of heaping, so it's sort of like 3/4 of a tablespoon. Actually, this is a teaspoon. Never mind. Go like that. And I'm going to add a little more because we're supposed to be using a tablespoon. After you do this a while, you just sort of get the gist of it. Go like that. And this is why you need a trusty blender, because now that all, see how simple it is? That's all we're using. We put this on, and you can turn it on high, and put it on liquefy. That's pretty much it. Now, it doesn't matter, I'm going to need another spoon, it doesn't matter it doesn't matter what kind of a blender you use, for some reason, you always have to do this a little bit, okay? And just push it down to make sure there's no chunks of avocado on the side and to make sure that everything's mixed nicely. And yet another taste test. And that is very good. That is really good. I'm going to give it one more. Okay, that is awesome. You know what else you can do? If you ever want, you can put in literally a little pinch, just a pinch of cinnamon. Cinnamon's good for you, and it just gives it a little bit of extra flavor that I just absolutely love. So that's it. Now, because it's a parfait, and it's a fruit parfait, we're going to start with some fruit on the bottom of the parfait cup, okay? And the fruit for the bottom of this is going to be some strawberries. So I'm just going to pick up some strawberries, drop them in. You can use as many as you like. What I'm making, the amount I'm making right now is enough for probably 2, maybe 3 parfaits, depending on how big of a dish you use. Okay, so you do that. And yet another spoon. I told you I'd need a lot of them. And we're just going to pour it out of the blender like this, okay? We're just going to go like that. And there. That's the first half done already. All I'm going to do is shake it to make it flat on top, and we're going to pop it in the fridge while we make the next part of the recipe, okay? So now we're going to make the chocolate part of our parfait today. So again, we're going to use half a cup of coconut milk, all right? Remember, that's coconut milk, not water. Put that in. We're going to put another whole avocado. Scoop it out. Okay, sometimes it takes a second to scoop. I'll get that later. And here's the other half of that avocado. Okay, let's put that in there too now. Okay. And we're going to get our honey. So just like last time, this is the exact same recipe as the vanilla except for the chocolate. All right, so we're going to use that honey again on a big spoon like that. We're going to go 1. Let it drip off. And then 2. And again, I'm using a light honey. I like mine very fresh. Okay, and this is all raw, so it's very healthy for you. Scrape that off with this spoon. And as an added bonus, you can actually freeze this when we're done. Okay, you can freeze it for a couple of days. If you got company coming in a couple of days or something like that, and you just want to make it and get it out of the way. And then, like I said, tasting spoons again. I won't be using this one either. Phenomenal. Now for the chocolate, we're going to be using 2 tablespoons of the cocoa powder. So here's 1. Okay, they're not super heaping. Here's 1. And there's the other. Let's pop it in. And again, our trusty blender, and blend away. Okay, and just like before with the vanilla, once it gets to a certain thickness, it doesn't spin and blend as easily. And I've tried so many different blenders, and it's just the nature of it. So if you want it, if you're really quick with a whisk, you can use a whisk, I'm sure, but I just prefer to use a blender. And oh look, another taste test coming. Oh wow, that's phenomenal. That is absolutely awesome. Here we go. Okay. You could use a spatula if you like. I actually don't happen to have one with me today. And all this blending and tasting, that's the part the kids love. And naturally I turn my blender off when I'm doing that. One more taste test. Not that it changed the taste, but just love it. Okay, so we have our parfait cup out of the fridge. We've got strawberries on the bottom, and we've got the vanilla. Now we're gonna put some bananas on here. You just use a little bit of banana that we chopped earlier. Pop it in. So we got a nice little layer. And now the chocolate, and yet another spoon. Okay. Oh, that's decorative. And you know what? It's also very light. Okay, mousse is always kind of light, but this is really light. Using the avocado. Okay, and a little bit more. And what we're making today does, like I said, about 2 servings. Okay, and if you want, you know what would be really nice? I don't have any right now. Hold on. Like that. You can top it off with your own type of fruit if you want. Perhaps some kiwi. Kiwi would go really nice with this. You can even put pineapple in the bottom too to go with the vanilla. That would be really good. But anyway, here we are. We're done our parfait. Strawberry, vanilla, banana, chocolate. Put it in the fridge for about an hour, then it's ready to eat. Okay. So it's been sitting in the fridge for 45 minutes. Usually I let it sit about an hour, but today, I mean, it just got me so hungry doing all the taste tests that I had to have it sooner, so 45 minutes, and I'm fine with that. You can actually leave it in the fridge for up to 3 days if you want. And like I said, you can also freeze it too if you want to do that for a couple of days, maybe even a week or so. So are you ready? It looks so good. You've got your layers of strawberry, vanilla, banana, and chocolate. Oh wow, that's incredible. Gonna have the chocolate and the banana together now. That was just the chocolate. Ready? Oh, and it's so smooth. I love this. This is awesome. Incredible. I'm gonna dig down to the bottom real quick for you because we gotta get the vanilla. And, okay, we got the vanilla and the strawberry and some chocolate all in one. Oh wow. This is totally awesome. Oh my God. You know what else is great about this? It's sort of a couple of recipes in one because you have the chocolate mousse and the vanilla mousse. And if you just want chocolate mousse one day, you don't want to make this whole thing, do that. Or if someone in your family loves chocolate and the others don't like chocolate or something like that, like my daughter, she's not big on chocolate, but she likes vanilla. So guess what? We just make vanilla mousse for her, and some of us will have chocolate mousse. And this is just phenomenal. Oh, this is great. Hey, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time at Chez Greg. This is so good.